Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Untold Realms, the city of breath and bone. My name is Briar. I'm not your fucking host. That's Makeshift's job. Makeshift!
Yes, indeed it is. Let me just check and make sure. Yep, we are unmuted. Nice.
We breathing
I'm
and
getting
boning.
better.
You are. I have noticed it has been a while since I checked and I was like, wait a second, we're silent.
Getting better. Sniff.
I think the
Speaking of
last
sniffing,
time that
yeah? Oh, no, go ahead.
the last time that happened was probably like I think reclamation session like 11 something.
Oh, no, it was sooner than that. It's probably
Yeah.
20 something.
Okay, then I just didn't notice.
But speaking of sniffing, viewers might notice I'm no longer dying of strep throat. I just got some gack in my throat now. I have never slept so good in like months. I finally am able to actually sleep, and it feels just baptizing to actually go to sleep and wake up feeling ordinary.
Nice.
Yeah, that's all.
That's
Anyway,
all.
let's see where we left off with a recap.
Recap.
That's your turn, buddy.
So, in the previous session, you all finished up your brief camping trip. With I just remembered the first thing that happened in the previous session. Oh my God. So, you all finished up a brief night of camping with Theovan and his mercenary partner, who was unnamed. Uh, the third mercenary who was with them got left behind. He was named. There was the third, just unnamed one. But you finished up that night of camping, and the first thing that happened in the morning was Nezrin examined him for any magic and sent a quick text message via mind link over to the party's cat,
Message spell, but yes.
and they decided the best course of action was to flex on the haters and just immediately just do like a jumping act to cast a spell, doing some Naruto hand signs in the air, and then land a dispel magic on Theovan, which touched the. They ended up touching the little stick he was using for keeping the campsite warm, which then exploded into a big chunk of ice
Hehe.
because
Oops.
the way that device functioned was by pulling the cold out of the air, essentially, like forcing the area to be warmer just by like solidifying like air vapor. So it exploded into a giant chunk of ice, and they then kept a little bit more distance from the party as they slowly walked back to get their payment. Ooh, I still
I'm
have to
not
clear my
gonna
throat a little bit.
continue defending
A,
myself.
a delightfully fun time. Once they got back, though, Theodore, the owner of the Emerald Estate, revealed that what's inside the box is just a straight up demon, and he knew about that. Uh, Nezrin took exception to that and left in anger because that is not something that a church she was once a part of really likes all that much.
It's not the one that my
However,
current church really likes all that much either.
true. And then a few members of the party went in to examine the whole room he had going on to see what the whole purpose of the chest was. And he was just like, I don't know, people are breaking in somehow. It's, beats me. So I'm keeping this thing here. And then promptly left his building. Then, in the meantime, Nezrin had sent her little horned hyena to eavesdrop a little bit on Theovan and his mercenary as they left. I think you got a natural 20 or something on
He
the
did,
stealth
yep.
check.
Nat 20 on stealth.
And she completely heard everything that those two were talking about once they were out of earshot. And it was revealed that Theovan was somehow able to, overhear Nezrin when she was talking about how she used to have wings. And he remarks on the fact that he could tell she must be a fallen Azamar. And thus revealing he's got some secrets that he was probably keeping.
Fucker. Made me have a panic attack.
Yeah.
And then the party went back to the church to immediately do confession Nezrin immediately did confession.
Bet your
In a
sweet
panic.
ass I did.
And that's basically where the session left off, right? Is there something that happened at the end? Anything?
Nah.
I don't think so. Oh, we had a nice heart-to-heart, me and Tim. And we ate flowers, cream puffs, and honey cakes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and he gave me a hug.
Yes.
Yeah,
Gave me a
big
nice
hug.
He's a big hug.
Yeah. A hug so good that he decided he needed to take the day off the next time, the next morning, as
No,
you
that
can tell by
was not Tim.
Tim being grayed out.
Yes, Angels will not be here today. He has personal things to do, so we send him much love. And we
Indeed.
promise not to beat up Tim while he's gone.
Not too much, at least. Yeah.
Not in a way he won't like. Miles.
Yeah.
Anywho, game.
Oh my. So yeah. Anyway, I'll say your players just finished up eating at the church. It's still like you have yet to go to sleep. I think Father Nicholas would probably be fine with you guys staying the night at the church, even though your month of being able to stay there has ended recently. But he'd probably be like, Nezrin's
It's
having a bad time, sure.
me. Come on, it's me. I'm having a time. Let me and my friends sleep on the couch, Dad.
Yeah. So if you want to, you can. You can also just go back to the few rooms that you have ready to go at the Opal Estate. But you are currently at the Church of Death, or the Church of Moros, having just finished eating.
I would like to go back into the chapel and do my prayer shit for my prayer beads. Do not mind.
You do that.
Thank you. Let me just do the thing. What?
Yeah, while you do that, do you mind if I just take on a bit of roleplay?
Yeah.
Then Yasha, prepare your ass.
So, I was just about to make a joke, but I was like, I shouldn't say this on stream.
Oh.
I was like, so it's called MPreg.
No.
I would just like to point out the fact that I have max fucking roll. That is
Nice.
6 fucking beads on my prayer spells. Nice.
Oh,
That is 6
nice.
spells I can cast from my prayer beads. Fuck fate.
Hell yeah. Just gonna probably be sitting on a counter, just looking at flowers while he probably cleans up after his baking escapades.
Correct.
And she still has like a few of the honey pies, or honey cakes, and the cream puffs beside her. Just looks at him curiously. Hey, soldier.
Oh. Switch up my own brain there. See him like stop for a moment, turn his head, look around. Put
Hey.
down the cloth. Yes.
And she will grab one of the honey cakes and walk over and take one of his massive hands and put the little cake inside. I want you to try one of these ones. I know, I don't know. I don't know if you can like taste through flowers, but I just need you to have a nice experience as well.
You're gonna make me fucking cry. One moment. How would he react to that? He'd have his hand open, you put it in, and he's just like looks at it, looks at you, looks back at it.
It's not too sweet. The cream puffs are a bit very.
I'm surprised he remembers the recipe. He will nod, or bow his head a little bit.
Yeah.
And break a piece off.
You see, not all of your past is pain. And the future can be sweet as well.
Sorry, I just got intimidated by the fact that there was 60-20s rolled.
Yeah.
I'm just working. Don't worry about it. You're fine. Keep going. This is very sweet. I'm loving this. I'm sorry. I don't have 60-20s IRL.
Oh, good. Oh.
No worries.
Sorry, repeat the last thing you said, please.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the words again. Was
Not all your past is.
yeah. You see, not all of your past is painful. Some of it can be sweet, and so can your future if you. Well, if I have a say about it. So just she'll sort of lay a hand on his upper arm or lower arm, probably. Just I appreciate you coming out when I call you. It's nice.
He looks at the arm. He looks at you. He looks up and out of the kitchen for a moment. The last time I trusted more than one. This lost its meaning. And he'll break off another piece and eat it.
Well, you don't have to immediately trust everyone. Just trust in me. I'll do the rest.
You see him like just staring at this cake for solid several seconds. I'd say that's his decision, but he has made it.
It's your decision as well. You always have a choice.
He looks at you, just a small side eye from the cake. If it were after my decisions, I'd still be in that forest. Alone.
Well, you can't change the past, though. You're sort of stuck with me now. I guess you have to live with that.
Give me just one moment. Please be a poor roll.
Oh. You can just choose to like not.
That's what's super. You have 15 passive insight. That's good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
He can't fully hide the smile. Just he wants to. You can tell he wants to.
You made the man smile. Yes.
And he takes another bite. Just breaks off. another piece. There's really not much left of that cake.
Yeah. Next time I bake something from my own hometown, I'm going to make you taste it as well.
More recipes for the sweet tooth. And he takes the last bite.
I got him, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Thanks.
You love to see it.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so cute. My teeth are rotting right now.
Yeah. That's it. That's all the scene I have in mind.
Nice. Is there anything else anybody does before they go to sleep?
I fight God. No, I'm kidding.
Please don't.
I can make that happen.
No.
No.
Wait.
No.
I would actually like to do something. It is not like a full roleplay thing. I just want to check around the church and make sure a certain bastard hasn't stepped foot in the premises recently. I want to make sure I can't sense any litchy fingers.
Them fingers that like just reached into the bottom of like a Cheetos bag and they
Yeah.
have not cleaned their hands.
Yeah. Except instead of
All it-
Cheetos, it's people ashes.
Yeah. Like they like reach out to shake your hand, they're like, oh fine. They like lick their fingers, but like not even all of them. They're like, there you go, now we shake hands.
No.
Like Cheeto dust and your saliva? No, thank you, mate.
Cheeto dust and saliva? Wow, you shouldn't have. No, really, you shouldn't have.
So yeah, you do a lap around the building. Give me, I guess, an investigation check. If you get a nat 20, I'll say something. You notice something. I'll figure it out.
If I get a nat 20 or if I get a 20?
A nat 20.
Aww. I'm gonna guidance myself though because I know what I'm doing. I'm checking, and I therefore can prepare. Babbidi-gabbidi.
And Gibbon.
Another D4. Hit it! So
Goddamn.
close.
So close.
It's still a 22. Fuck you.
True. You do a lap around. Everything seems clear.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, then I will feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Returning to my compatriots. Are we staying here or are we going back to the Opal State?
How finished is the Opal Estate? Have
Well-
we slept there before?
Yeah, we have a couple of rooms on like the first floor that are ready, but like
Yeah.
the ballroom's not. I think the couple upstairs aren't fully ready yet.
It's basically there's just enough rooms that you could all sleep there without freezing overnight. There's just a few insulated rooms. Nothing's like decorated. Most of the building is not finished yet.
So we're not like moved in. It's like the first start of a move in where you're sleeping on the mattress on the floor type shit.
Yeah.
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 Nesrit's gonna sleep at the church. Y'all have fun.
I think Alice would absolutely be like, yeah, I'm not ready to be in that place yet. Really,
I'll
truly.
sleep there. Give me my own place. I got my mattress to go.
Mattress to go. That sounds like an American mattress brand. I'm not gonna lie.
My God.
You know what? Now I'm curious. Hold on. Oh my
It's
god,
called-
it's a real brand. In
Nice.
fucking Michigan. Thanks, Michigan.
Wouldn't those just be
But-
air mattresses?
It says incredibly affordable premium beds. Get a beducation at Mattress to Go.
Okay.
So this is a good time for me to mention that I think every mattress company is just a front for money laundering.
Oh, of course.
I remember one time when I went to one, they had every sales employee wearing a lab coat, and I was like, "You're a sleepologist, really? Is that how they're justifying the spending?"
Schlafen gehen. Ups. Oh nein.
Oops.
Mein Schlafverliese.
They're speaking wingdings. I don't know what's going on.
I said I'm going to sleep. Oops. Oh no, my sleep paralyzation. Anyway, we're gonna play D&D. Yeah, after my little investigation, I inform everyone I will be sleeping here, and then I will return to the room that I usually sleep in, and I will go the fuck to sleep.
You do that, comforted by the familiar sights of your room. Does everybody else want to stay the night? Father Nicholas, I'll just say, was like, "Yeah, you get the freebie." Nezrin's having a bad day.
I mean, if is it warmer in the Death Church compared to the
Yes,
Opal
because
State?
it's mostly stone and it's like actually been in operation.
Then yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we stay at the church.
The church is not warm.
Gotcha. And Waylon stays there as well, just because he does not want to break from the group.
Yeah,
Smart
Fair
man.
enough, little guy.
So
oh man.
you'll start sleeping. You get a nice long rest, but you don't wake up the next morning just yet.
Hmm?
Huh?
So everybody,
Huh?
when you start to wake up, you notice you're in like like things seem kind of bright, but it's not like eye hurting bright, like the way it's like, oh, sunlight, go away, gross. Things are bright, but it feels strange as you're opening your eyes. You got like this whiteness all around you, and as you start to wake up, you notice that each and every one of you, you're laying like as if you were like couch surfing, but on like a wooden pew in a church.
Uh, how would a horse be able to do that? Or
Ex-
aka a centaur?
except for Alice, who would be, I guess, just like kneeling on the floor with their torso laying up against one of those.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do we see the others, or is it like everyone but separately?
Yeah, as you start to wake up, you look around, you can see that like you're in a very large, very almost like foggy church cathedral. Uh, church cathedral. It's a noun twice, as if it was an adjective.
Uh,
And everywhere you look, as far as the eye can see, it's just like repeating rows of these pews and like one aisle that's like between all of you. And like some of you are on one side of the aisle, others on the other side. And you're just kind of in like an informal like huddle near each other.
upon first waking up, her initial thought is, "Oh, I slept walk and now I'm in the oh no, that's foggy. This ain't my church. What church is this? May I roll a religion check?"
Yes, you can.
Go for it.
I have to make sure I'm on the right thing. Religion. Boris, guide me. I don't know where the fuck I am. That's 15 though.
That's
I might know where the
15.
fuck I am.
You have this feeling of like maybe it's just somehow a weather event and you're sleepwalking. Like, I don't know, maybe the church can get like super foggy somehow. Maybe it's magic, but this is weird. You don't recognize the church looking like this. It's pretty clear to you after just like a few moments like, yeah, this ain't where I'm usually waking up.
Okay. I will look around, notice everyone else.
This is not where I fell asleep. What?
Oh, it's not.
Oh, hey.
Can I make a perception check to see if there's anyone, anything? What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, give me a perception check to get your bearings.
Give me my. I am
Nice.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I am God's favorite mistake. Natural fucking 20 for a 24 total. Gimme!
Jesus.
Give me the lore!
As you like start examining your environment, you realize the little details, like if you look at your fingertips, they're a little bit see-through.
Hmm?
You realize, oh wait, this feels like a dream. I'm still sleeping. And as you're examining your environment, you see over where Flowers is, and you see another orc laying down near him.
Flowers? What? I would like to go over and investigate. What is this? Why are there two of you? Which one is awake right now?
Which one is awake? Yasha.
Oh. Oh, that is a good question. Sleeping?
Yeah, like, did you go to sleep as Flowers?
Yeah.
Then Flowers is the one who is currently waking up and feeling like they are still in a dream.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm guessing I'm probably also close to Flowers since I fell asleep literally on top of him.
Yep, and as you're glancing around, you notice there is another orc, like, right next to where Flowers is.
Never
What?
told me about a twin.
Why are there two of them?
Yeah,
Yeah,
hold
there's two of them.
and just gently pat his shoulder. Flowers? Björko? Prekop?
I need to remind me who is who again. Fuck.
Prekop is Flowers and Björko is Soldier.
Right. And he looks at you. Pretty cool. Huh?
Are you okay?
I usually dream of fields and forests. Where are we?
I'm not sure. We didn't go to sleep here, but
I don't think any of us did.
You think
so
they're
we
in the
are
kitchen?
dreaming, right?
I believe so, but a lucid dream for everyone where we're all connected. Possibly, I could be dreaming and feel connected to this, but that doesn't seem likely, especially if there's two of Flowers. Going
Yeah,
to
it's
that-
true.
That make
Oh,
even sense.
Clonk.
There's two.
The other one said. The other one just stands up, or like perks up.
Soldier.
Oh.
Flowers.
What?
Okay.
Oh, this is strange.
Makeshift.
Yes.
May I try to use what I've just observed with Flowers and Soldier to make hypothesis.
A hypothesis? What's the hypothesis?
I am hypothesizing we are not on the normal plane.
You don't have to roll for that. You could just tell, yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't know. I didn't want to be like, this is where we are, and then just be wrong.
Yeah, the perception check told you you're probably still dreaming right now.
Okay, cool. Cool. She looks at Flowers, looks at Soldier. I have a feeling we are currently on the plane of consciousness.
Oh, back
The
here I
plane of
go.
what?
Is this where you were when I put you to sleep?
Yes, and I don't think. Do you think the King of the Feywild is going to be here? Because he said we were like connected through consciousness, but it could just be the goop. Yeah.
I look around. Do I see the King of the Feywild or anyone that looks like him?
At a glance, you do not see any other person, but you do see that Wayland is laying on a pew and looks like he's still sleeping.
Oh, Wayland.
Wait.
I don't see any king, but Nez is gonna walk over and gently, like, put a hand on his shoulder, like, kind of shake him a little bit.
Yeah.
You try and put your hand on Wayland and shake him.
Yes.
He does not wake up. He seems like he just kind of like tenses, like he's having a bad dream.
Let's leave him
What?
to it then.
Do you think he's like that in? I don't quite understand the plans. In the waking world? So, do I have that correct?
Probably not. She, like, gestures at herself. These are more representations of consciousness rather than actual physical forms. And she looks over at Soldier and Flowers. That is probably why there are two of them. Two consciousness, one body.
There's usually a tent when we are in our mind.
Don't believe you're in your mind at the moment.
Exactly.
Clog. Well, then where are we?
See, are you going to hit your heads every time?
My
Just-
head
Yeah, just
Oh, this.
sit
He's like-
down here.
hit, like, touches his own head. I don't think I've hit it. Have I?
Just stay seated for now. I think it'll
Okay.
It'll be okay. I'm going to stand on one of the pews, make myself as tall as I can, cup my hands around my mouth, and just go, "Hello, hello,
Mow!
Ma."
Mow!
You do the cat wants to stand in the doorway technique
Mow!
of getting the attention of whoever might be here.
Yeah, like, hello, you've summoned us. Give us attention.
We heard the shaking of munchies. Where is the person shaking the munchies?
And as you call out to the void, after a brief moment of quiet, you hear a voice, soothing, commanding, and sturdy, speak back to you from an unknown distance and go, "You are within the Cathedral of Eternity."
Does that ring any bells for me?
You have a kitchen here?
It is a voice that is. It is a voice that sounds like you can hear the direction of everybody else's voice in here. That voice just sounded like it was kind of everywhere, but not like booming and aggressive. Just kind of like you're reading a book and you hear a voice in your head
Yeah.
as you're reading.
Does Cathedral of Eternity mean anything to me?
Make a religion check.
Another one. Let's fucking go. Religion. Religion.
You've got it.
Oh,
Look at that.
27.
You've got it.
Yes, when you hear that, there is a concept, sort of like how in the Bible the Tower of Babel isn't like a literal location on the map, depending on who you ask. It's just a concept that kind of comes up in very old texts of many religions, especially the churches of life and death. There is mentions of an infinite cathedral, which is very strongly connected to the god of fate.
Nezra just kind of like blinks for a second, looks around, sits down on the pew, and like puts her head in her hand, like, oh no, no.
Do you know what's going on?
And after Flowers calls out, "Is there a kitchen here?" the voice returns and says, "There is no need for culinary arts in this place. You will not become hungry, no matter how much time passes."
Food's supposed to be tasty, not hungry.
Nest isn't responding. She just puts her other hand up near her head, like, oh no.
Melissa's body, like she hasn't touched you, but like her arm's just like, you good?
There is a concept in most religions. Have you ever read, like, make sure what would the like, I don't know, holy book of the Church of Life be called, if there even is one?
I would need to think of specific names for them, but you can also just refer to them as the holy texts of the church.
Okay. Have you ever read any of the holy texts of the Book of Life? Or the Church of Life?
No, to be fair, my reading skills aren't the best.
Fair point. Essentially there is a concept in most major religions of an eternal cathedral. There's a connection to eternity and fate, and I am having too many religious experiences recently. And she just like rubs her face. She's not panicking. It's not a worry reaction. It's more of a I'd like to stop living through major historical events reaction.
Yeah.
Like, oh great, the third 9/11 this week. Wonderful.
Yeah, Malin's just gonna keep standing on the bench and sort of call out to the void.
The Void? Is that a Warframe reference?
So, are you the one that called us here?
That is correct. My apologies for being sudden. However, Sister Ilkan has demonstrated thoroughly why I could not show myself immediately.
She like looks up. Please don't tell me this is fate. Please don't tell me this is the god of fate. Please, for the love of God,
Could
do
you,
not tell me
like,
this is the god of fate.
come here and like tell us what's going on or why you called us here? You being very cryptic.
One step at a time, child. If you
That's how you
panic
learn
too
to walk.
much, you will wake up. Now, at your leisure, turn your gaze upward.
Upward? Huh? I
What
guess
was
it's going
that
to
stuff?
look up. Huh? He said something.
As anybody who looks up into the fog, as you like focus into it, you can see what seems to be some motion up in there. And as you like look a little bit closer, it's kind of like the blank white canvas of fog is like stirring a bit. As like kind of gently and slowly, almost like you're looking at waves in the ocean. It starts to become sharper and clearer as it's almost like descending down from that fog is this twisting and massive, all-encompassing structure of wings, encompassing every direction you can see above you. It's almost like a massive orb of just wings floating above you is like slowly descending through the fog. And the voice speaks out. Be not afraid. You will not be harmed here.
Ness will not look up immediately, but when he says, be not afraid, she like takes her hand away from her face and says, the last time somebody said that to me, I ended up in a lifetime of servitude. And then she'll look up and be like, oh.
Hold on.
That was almost a 20 you just rolled.
That's
What are
not
you
a
doing?
bird.
No, no, Malin, no, it is not.
That is. Is that? Are you a seraphim? Is that what they're called?
Yes, but that is too large for a seraphim.
Oh dear.
That is not a seraphim. And she will look back down again.
Alice,
Sister-
in all of her wonderful wisdom, is just gonna go, "What are you?"
I'm in one of the
Sis-
most holy sites with 3 bozos.
Yes.
Denial, acceptance, and rage, and depression. Oh.
To answer your question, Alice, Sister Ilkon's assessment is correct, as is Malin's. I am no bird and I am no seraphim, although my appearance will remind you of both.
Nobody ever gives straight answers.
So, like,
Ness will kind of like hold a hand up to stop everyone from talking. Am I to assume we are currently in the presence of the God of Fate?
You assume correctly, Sister Ilkan.
Oh, Lord.
And as you hear that, the massive wings has like a little opening up here, and you can see like a sort of porcelain statue slowly start to descend out of it, with like 6 of those wings sticking out of its back that reach up into the mass above it. And it continues to speak and goes, "As you can see, the description of a seraphim would be accurate, but I am not a creation of my sister.
Hmm.
oh,
He like slowly lets himself down to the floor, and as you see, as his feet touch down on the floor of the cathedral, you hear like a soft like click of stone against stone.
Ness will slowly raise her head and look at him, and she's having a time. And it is like very clear that's like, I both really want to be here and also do not want to be here.
yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to the nearest person, probably being Flowers, unless he goes limp. Then, Ness, I guess.
She, she's having a time, man.
Yeah.
She's meeting a
I'm
god.
tail to pet.
Yeah. Oh, one that is giving her violent flashbacks in her head right now. Kind of stares at him for a second. I assume you did not call us here for a pleasant chit-chat?
Your assessment is correct, Nezrin.
What did you call us here for?
I first must apologize. I can understand your apprehension being here. But I must remind you, I can see your mind. This is not a place connected to your churches.
Logically, I know. It's hard to convince the... Hard to convince the more primal parts of my brain.
You see Fate kind of like adjust his body and like lean his head forward a bit more and say, "Your instincts. Yes." And then he like straightens back out.
Question. Why is Tim not here?
Didn't he mention to you that he was going to be going to that dusty mine?
He had.
The short
He also
answer
used
is
big
that
words.
he is not sleeping right now.
Easy.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Alice.
I don't want to be here anymore, man. I don't want to be.
So like, why are we here?
In time, I will explain that, but one more apology is in order. To you once again, Sister Ilkan. The previous time I tried to speak to you, we were interrupted by that filthy thing.
Filthy thing?
That creature that gallivants about Pleiadorus.
Roko.
Uh,
I'm going to take that
if
as
that
yes.
is what your vocal cords must use to express what he is.
Must. No, I have other different names for him. You can see inside my mind. I'm sure you know exactly what I wish to call him, but I'm trying to remain polite in holy company.
There is little purpose in such things as being polite to me. Now then, on to my reason for bringing you here. This is the one place where my brother and sister cannot hear us speak.
Can I gather what he means by brother and sister? Can I connect that?
Yeah, give me a religion check.
Another religion check. Give it here.
Go on, Nezrin.
Come on,
Do a
baby.
smart.
Moros guide me.
It's
20, baby.
still 20, fuck yeah.
Yes, you know that he is almost certainly talking about Moros and Averna.
Moros and Averna can't hear us in the Eternal Chapel. That actually makes a lot of sense. This is neither of their planes. You need to tell us something without either of them hearing it.
Indeed. Now then, I have a task for you, Nezrin, which will need everyone else to help you with. He holds up a hand, and from it you can see what looks to be like a treetop spring out, but it's kind of ghostly ethereal. It's just remember an Attack on Titan seeing the paths appear? It's like a big ass tree that's just glowing.
Okay. Kind of like Yggdrasil looking type motherfucker. Okay.
Yeah. Treetop branching structure, it's just glowing and ethereal. Here is a visual representation for you of the various fates that can play out here. And he guides a finger across one path. As long as everything stays within its possibilities, there is no problem. However, and he lifts up one finger and pokes one to the side a little bit. You can see the color kind of rot and darken. Like a little tree branch that shrivels up from disease.
Mm-hmm.
When my brother can't help but have his fun, and he reaches over to another branch and pinches it a little bit, and you can see it almost looks like it's kind of erupting with mutations and it's gotten too lively.
Mm.
I just saw a GIF inside chat. It's yeah. Yeah, that's how he be looking. When it gets too lively, that was me saying that. When my sister can't help but spread those things, some corrections must be made. And he points back to that little rotten branch, and it keeps extending further in this twisting, winding path, one of those crooked witch trees you see in only scary animations from the 90s. And you can see a point on the branch where it intersects back with one of the regular branches that Fate was pointing at. Sister Ilkan, I'm disappointed to say that you've diverged from your fate long ago. However, And he shows how like the little like mutated branch kind of like reached over and like that one also grows and like pokes at part of the dead branch. Many things came together against you. I've learned my lesson about trying to simply snip these branches twice.
My
Now-
bad both times, bro.
Now I understand the value of having a discussion. And he points to where like the rotted branch intersects with like the nice clean regular branch. I can see your deepest desire, Nezrin. I do want to know if you're capable of speaking it out loud, though. And he brings his hands down to wait.
She like looks at him for a hot second, turns, kind of glances at everyone else out of the corner of her eye, and then she bows her head, almost a little bit ashamed. I wish there was a way to stop my greatest failure from happening. To bring them all back. Especially her.
Indeed. I congratulate you, Sister Ilkan. However, I'm unwilling to let you swim upstream and turn back time. It flows forward, and that is one such responsibility I will not forfeit in the name of eternity. However, as I said before, I've learned to discuss these things. And he points back to the intersection point. If you can reach the point where your former self would have been standing at the exact same time, I will allow you to return to that previous branch.
She kind of stares at him for a second, stares at the intersecting branches. I suppose if I asked how that would work, you wouldn't explain it to me, would you?
No, there is one simple explanation. You just aren't going to enjoy hearing it, because you feel like you will likely die trying to reach that point.
I've grown up hearing things I don't like. Hit me.
Then first I'll show you something you don't like. And he draws like a circle in the air with his finger, and like a mirror appears in his hands, and he holds it up to you. Just now I constructed this mirror with some of the most powerful magic mortals understand. It is meant to reflect an idealized version of yourself. And as you're looking into it, you just see a reflection of yourself. And that's exactly what he says. As you can see, even this magic does not alter your appearance.
I am aware. No magic
And
can.
he just like snaps the mirror in his fingers and like just fades into mist. But and he then like lifts up a finger and like almost like draws a line in the air right next to you. And you can see a reflection next to you that looks very different from yourself. You're wearing some different outfit that you don't recognize, although it looks like garb of the Life Church. And you can see what looks to be a slightly older version of your younger self without having fallen. It's kind of misty and hazy, but they are mirroring your emotions and looking back at you.
Yeah, I turn, look at her. play the little mirror game, like the waving, moving. I look at the hair, and the hair is bright blonde rather than the almost inky black. No scarring in the face. It wouldn't just be my looks, would it? Like this is something I can get used to.
You are correct, Sister Nazrin, Khan. That is you, from a different life.
One where that church didn't burn.
You are correct.
And what's the catch?
He waves his hand and the reflection, not the reflection, the image disappears. You have to cut off Roko's head.
Well, it's a good thing I was planning on doing that anyway.
You might not find the event to be as pleasant as you imagine in your mind. It will take more than just a rusty dagger or some sharpened stick to do the job. And then he lifts. You see Fate lift his hand up to his own neck and rub it for a moment. Although I cannot reveal to you the instrument you will need to use to sever his head.
Why not?
You see Fate, he pauses for a moment and his head tips downward just a little bit. Give me a perception check. Or an insight check, actually.
Are you sure it's not perception? It's fine.
Yeah, it's insight, because you're trying to read his emotion.
Yeah, 18.
Nice. With that tiny little head tilting down, or that tiny tilt downward, he doesn't have a tiny little head, he's huge. It just barely seems like he's almost ashamed to give the answer he's about to give. Just tiny bit ashamed.
Shame on you, Fate.
But he speaks and says, "Because I cannot see that weapon, meaning it can only be a creation of my sister or my brother."
Oh dear Lord.
Roko being who he is, it's probably your sister.
Indeed. Though I cannot say with certainty.
Can you give us our odds?
You see Fade look up towards the sky at all of his wings. Not good. However, and he points back towards the little tree structure floating in the air, the odds exist, and that is all that matters.
I guess you're right.
And he then, kneels down on one knee in front of all of you, almost like the coach about to give, a pep talk to the team in the losing half, and says, "There are many things I cannot reveal to you. If I do, I cannot achieve that ending I desire. However, I can tell you this. The children of Averna cannot live without their heart. It is the one universal truth amongst them. As for Moros's creations, if they can be called that, they must keep a head on their shoulders, unlike himself.
Question. What are Averna's children that you're referring to?
As I stated before, when I said I was not a seraphim, I am not Iverna's children. The angels are her direct creations, as well as a goddess named Leverton, the goddess of nature and instinct. And you see him tilt his head again. That thing.
That thing?
Hold on.
Huh?
Oh, I think I know what that thing he's talking about.
Yep.
What is he talking about?
What Alice doesn't
Over-
she want to ask?
Over the table, I think he's talking about Elric. Because he's always referred to Elric as that thing. Or
Oh,
it. Does not call him Elric.
got him.
Maybe.
Under table, none of us know that.
Yeah. Hold on, give me a second. How
Take your
the
time.
fuck? Is there a reason why there's something you're referring to as a thing?
Yes. The name attributed to their flesh is no longer meaningful, and I do not desire to use it. That is all.
Don't tell your colleague that. She'll be pissed.
Uh, fair. Yeah, fair enough. Not about to argue with the god.
Smart.
She did say that out loud. Not about to argue with the god.
Nestor just looks over at her and goes,
It did say to put aside the formalities and such, since it's no use. Are you? Do you mean? Do you mean the start of the creatures with the horns, the golden eyes?
Yes, those things. The result
She
of the
will shrink.
corruption that shattered Iverna's body. You need not be afraid, Malin.
this is gonna like look between you and Fate like, what's going on here?
Alice is also.
Gonna be honest, you said that twice now. I'm starting to actually feel afraid.
I have known for as long as I've existed in this form that you are going to eat that strange stuff you found.
The goo.
You're talking about the goop.
I mean, okay, makes sense, but
Good to know there was no way of stopping you.
I would have credited to instinct instead of. But I'm going to shut my mouth now.
Grab cat nose. Shut.
Shut-
No, I do not do that. So if I cut off Roko's head, you'll what? Restore the branch? Put me back in time? Merge
I
the
will
branches?
do very little. It will grant you an opportunity to change your course. When the fork in the road appears, you can take the path you once desired.
What will that do to them?
To who?
She kind of like gestures with her eyes to the people around her.
They are already as they should be. Except for your dietary habits, Malin.
Stop eating goop!
Which part? The mushrooms?
The mushrooms were a perfectly natural part of your diet. I'm saying do not eat the blood of my sister again.
Oh, that was her blood.
Ah.
Oh,
Netrin's jaw just drops and she looks at Malin like, oh no! That was the blood of a fan. You ate the... Oh,
I mean,
Oh.
I'm going to say it like this. I do not plan on drinking God's blood ever again. Pinky prom. And she looks up at the giant hands. I mean, cross my heart.
He pauses for a moment and reaches out his hand and says, Do be wary. Your ignorance is about to hurt you. A promise with me is something much more binding. He reaches out his, pinky to you in case you want to take it. But I won't stop you.
Netrin is just gonna put a hand on her arm and be like, no.
Yeah, she's going to take as much of a step back as she can on the seat of the pew. If you don't mind, if in her head, it's like I've had enough stuff with fate happen. I don't like fate / the Church of Fate. But she just sort of stumbles over her words. Like, I don't really need the I have a feeling that I'm going to go back on that promise.
I'll make sure she doesn't eat the blood of a Verna again. Now she is gonna reach back and just gently close your muscle. Just...
What?
I. If it were to happen against her will, would that be a problem? Alice is more just like, what if somebody forces her to,
She
kind
didn't
of
take the
thing? It's
pinky
like,
promise, it's fine.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
It would have been a problem.
Okay, yeah, I think we best not be making promises with a god like that.
Yes, let us not make promises with gods we do not intend to keep. Okay.
Or
All
have
right.
the fully ability to.
Either way, let's not make promises with the gods. My apologies. Alright. Do we need to relay this to Mr. Magnelius, or are you going to terrify him in his own dream?
You will do as you're fated to do. I need not do anything else.
Alright.
Or be cryptid, okay?
What's off you now?
Then why were we here?
To make sure that all of you understood. He's more of a oddity, let's say. Especially with that mark on his body.
Lauren?
Which mark?
The draconic mark on his flesh.
Mr. Magnelius?
Yes.
It is possible to remove, right?
Yes.
If I ask you if this is one where we do, you're not going to tell me, are you?
Now I will tell you.
So?
Bro likes his pauses.
Do we?
That draconic mark belongs to a creature which, by some definition, could be called my grandchild. It was the creation of Interna and Galamora. I believe many of your languages call it an opal dragon.
Oh.
It lives in the celestial realm. Although, I must say, of all the branches that exist across time and space, very few of them possess one such individual as him that would burn a book like that after being given a draconic mark.
I have a feeling it was a anger response.
Instinct.
He glances over at Malin.
Yeah, she is having a time. She's like, okay, I'm scared of this dude, but fuck you. Fuck you, man.
I'm still kind of good. I'm not holding your mouth shut, but do you just say that even though I've got my hand right here?
Yeah.
Instinct.
Fuck you.
I'm just gonna drop my hand and...
More importantly is that dragon lives within the celestial realm. It is worshipped like a god there, because it is.
So at some point we're gonna have to find our way into a celestial realm. Lovely.
Correct.
And what do we do now, then? When you release us and put us back? Any tips for where to start? On the
Yes.
celestial realm or cutting off Roko's head?
Now that I am no longer being interrupted by that thing, I can tell you that the place you must go searching first is deep beneath the city. It is the one place you can find his weakness. But I will warn you, Moros's magic is far thicker at the bottom of the city. It is one of the few places I cannot see.
All right, then. Thank you for the tip.
Now then, any other questions?
Why did Wayland remain asleep?
He is currently having a nightmare. He would have woken up if I brought him in here consciously. More importantly, if he were to be a part of this conversation, his fate would have been altered. He will be needed soon.
I see.
Needed?
Yes, needed.
How so?
That is one such question I cannot answer, Malin. Now then, best of luck to all of you. He waves his hand, and most of you are sent out of the Church of Eternity. Except Nezrin. You see everybody else disappear, and you're still there.
She kind of looks around, looks up at him, kind of gives him a "oh, what now" type look, but doesn't say anything.
I only wanted to make one thing clear to you before I sent you back, in private. And he takes a few steps to the side, and you see sitting on the pews, a bit of a distance behind him, there seems to be somebody sitting on the pews wearing some armor. And give me a perception check, or an insight check, actually.
Insight? Okay.
Yeah.
Glad that's a +4. Oh, that could have been freaky. All right, 15.
You recognize that armor and that haircut even when it's all blurry and ethereal? You know that that's Sia sitting over there.
Oh. Her breath kind of hitches. And she almost makes a move to go towards her. But she then stops and looks up at him like, are you gonna let me go over there, or...
When you stop and look at him, he goes, "It would be pointless for me to try and stop you. She isn't really there. Only her emotions are."
She kind of looks at him for a moment. Looks down a little disappointed. And then says, fuck it, and books it. I
You
walk
book
over
it.
to the pew. I want to see her. Let me see my woman.
You run over to the pew. You turn to look down the aisle of the pew,
Mm-hmm.
and you do see their side profile.
Ouchie. See ya. I will call out to her and move a bit closer, like move into the pew, side shuffling my way.
She is unresponsive for the most part. You can see her eyes are open, but it's, again, very ghostly and ethereal looking, but you recognize them. Their eyes are open. They aren't sleeping.
I will sit next to her and I will try to take her hand. Just like touch it.
As you try and just kind of reach down a bit, sort of grasping at the ectoplasm, their hand does slowly turn over and reach up to your palm and lightly grip down on it a bit.
She will look at her hand. Look back up at Sia's face. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Sia.
And yet she is still unresponsive. You can hear Fate stepping on the stone floor, and he continues to speak and goes, "She won't respond. Her memories are gone. But her soul still remembers her emotions. I do believe that this has something to do with my sister's powers, although I do not fully understand it."
Can you tell if she hated me? In the end?
You hear him walk a bit closer, and he speaks and goes, "I can. But I can also tell which answer will break you mentally, and which one will stop you from actually trying to change your future."
Kind of tighten my grip on Sia's whatever that is on her hand.
Ghostliness.
Ghostly hand, I guess. And I will look back at Fate. I see. Why show me this?
To remind you that regardless of even if I understand it or not, she is still guiding you and staying by your side. That is all. And the next thing you feel is you start to wake up in your bed.
Brother, ooh.
I'm just gonna grab my pillow and stay in bed for a few minutes, man. Ignore the sounds of sniffling. I'm not crying. Thank fuck I don't share a room with anybody.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You're
would you all
evil.
would you like to go on a break there?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Gotcha.
It's
Be
break
back soon,
time.
everybody.
Piss, 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 piss,
Piss,
piss,
piss,
piss,
piss,
piss,
piss,
piss,
piss,
piss,
piss,
piss, piss.
And we are back. Hello. Oh boy, we just had a conversation with a god. Oh god. Oh fuck.
Another god meeting down. Fuck yeah.
But we also got a long rest, right?
Oh shit.
Indeed, you did.
Oh thank fuck.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's
Yay.
gonna do anything for me right now, but might as well, just to make sure.
New day. We're all good. Yippee ki yay.
Hey. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
It'll be alright. It'll be alright.
Remember Jesus Christ was that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Alright,
Alice,
alright.
can you give me a what check would this be? Just a base dexterity check. You know those days when you wake up and like your hair looks oddly nice? Like you got the opposite
No.
of bedhead? Well, you got like the opposite of bedhead. You woke up and your hair just feels like great. You picked like a really good sleeping position. There you go.
Okay, I don't have to spend, like the 5 seconds it takes to run her fingers through her hair because she's got short hair.
We've got a simp on our team.
Whore. Anyway.
Anyway.
Not you, Purple. Your boyfriend. Anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Damn.
I just want you to know I'm not calling you a hoe. I'm calling him a hoe. You're dating a hoe.
And I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying.
Oh, by proxy. Anyway.
So anyway, you're all rising bright and early.
I'm not.
So
I'm
what's the
staying in bed an extra hour to cry that shit out.
You do that.
I will be the last
Either
one at
one.
the breakfast table.
What's everybody else doing as they're waking up?
I just gotta
Somebody
check
doing
in with
breakfast?
flowers. Just- You had
Ah.
that dream as well, right? Or whoever wakes up, that
I was
is.
going to say, who was? I think Soldier was up last.
Yeah, probably. So she's still laying on top of him and just. I'm not
I
the
did
only one who had
not
that dream.
appreciate it.
Yeah. That. I've had. At least one god interaction by now, and that one seemed. less important. I mean. I maybe I just don't like fate, but. Sits up, does a stretch. Oh, you're right.
The commander that sits on the horse behind you fighting.
Yeah, it's. I prefer instinct over what is already written. Do your own thing. Fuck the gods.
I'm trying. Anyway.
And she will get off of Soldier's chest and offer him a hand up. Sure.
He'll lay there for a moment, look at you. Right, started there.
Yes.
Take a little bit.
Good morning. It is time for breakfast.
Breakfast!
All right,
You go.
uppies,
And you,
come on, let's go.
you go and get ready to do that.
Fuck yeah.
Actually, since we're at the church, I can just send all the page. Let's see here.
Hell yeah.
Eh.
Look at the pretty page of Brian me.
Woof.
And activate my trap card.
You've activated my trap card. Him does not fucking exist right now. Go away.
No, he does not.
He ceased to exist. Plup.
Poof! Excuse me. Good lord, I'm so sorry. That one came out of nowhere. My apologies.
No worries.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Alright. I'm guessing it's probably just Alice at the table. Is Wayland waking up?
Yeah, Waylon's made it to the table at this point.
Oh, good morning. Alice, you had the dream as well?
Yes.
Okay,
I
just
did,
making
yeah.
sure. Wayland, how... Oh, you probably didn't sleep so well, did you?
Now, how'd you guess?
Faye told me.
What?
Well, you see, and she will explain, like, yeah, we talked to Fate. It was... Huh?
Before you go any further, may I remind you of something Fate said to us?
Oh fuck, yeah, please, hold on. My brain might be
He
screwed.
pulled us into that space to speak
Mhm.
privately so his brother
Mhm.
and sister did not hear it.
Mhm.
Okay, if you wanted, I could have Alice just walk over and pick you, like, cover your mouth, just
Shut.
Shut.
just picked up. You're like you're being held like a bear, just or no,
Yeah.
like a bear, like a teddy bear, just up.
I just threw them out.
She's referring to something else. And she'll set you back down.
Right, yeah, I forgot about that part. He's a bit of a dick anyway.
Gotcha. Okay.
Wait, and to Alice, so how are we supposed to tell him about it?
We don't.
Oh, great.
That's bullshit.
There is
Glad-
no other way to put it. We don't.
Okay, so basically, we're not allowed to tell you because there's ears everywhere. But like, in the form of gods. It,
Oh, glad to know that Fate's had my back this whole time, apparently.
yeah, he seemed sort of kind about you.
Yeah, I'd beg to differ after the life I've lived.
Eh, don't have to like Fate. He's. I have my own doubts about him. But I hope you still had somewhat of a restful night, even with Nightmare.
Yeah, it usually is.
Oh
Oh,
boy, he's being robotic again.
Oh, yeah.
Your internet is dying just a bit.
Wait, that is.
Oh.
Oh, the
No.
DM is robotic.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
Okay. Oh.
Oh dear lord.
Is he
So,
back?
how about the Mets? Hey, there he is.
Okay, I see it jumping around a bit. Hopefully it stays
Please.
stable. Okay. Like, okay. Hopefully it stays good. Anyway, Waylon just goes, yeah, glad to know that he's had my best interest at heart. Yeah.
Yeah, you can have your thoughts about him even if he's kind sometimes. It's a god. He won't be buttered about anything. I hope. If he is, fuck him.
Yeah.
Why do
Hmm?
I have a question in my brain, but at the same time, I I don't know why people feel like they have to be cryptid at times. Yeah, I get asked a question. Ask people in general.
I mean, it may have to do with him, like, he knows everything, right? So maybe, like, if he tells you some things, then things won't turn out as they would if you didn't know. You know? So maybe it's that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, food. Breakfast.
Yes. Wait.
And you see Waylon just keep munching away on like some bread or something.
Hell yeah. Wait, Tim is at the mine. He must have been there late. Is he?
Yeah.
Is he going to want to like have you be there with him?
Nah. Said he didn't need me there.
All right. Then I guess we'll wait for the sister, and then we'll. I don't.
Is
Do we
Flower?
know what we're doing?
I was asking if Flowers was here.
He was probably either making food or is now eating food very happily.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He munching.
Bring him to the
yeah.
table.
Looks like we're just waiting for Sister Nazin.
I will be
Alright.
in bed for at least an hour.
Baby.
So go ahead and eat, kiddos.
Nom. No, not the plate.
No, not the plate! No, Flowers, not the plate!
Oh no!
Put the plate down. Alice is just like ready to rustle the plate out of his hand. Just,
Fucking arm wrestling between Flowers and the
Alice.
Alice. I need to see this. Please, come on.
Do you wanna?
I mean, Alice isn't the one to initiate it, and unless Malin is being like, "Oh, I'd love to see you two arm wrestle," kind of thing.
She will see the two of them sitting side by side, and like she's looking at their bicep, comparing. So, which one of you is stronger?
Huh?
Like your bicep is like this big, and then his bicep is like this big. But are you just the same strength? Are tall people just all strong?
Mm.
Huh?
I mean, in his case, probably yes. I think I think there were a few people in me, at least around where I lived, that were not as strong as me. They were more tiny. They're not fighters.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So, knowing which one of us is stronger would be a cool thing to know.
I mean, you could like do the thing where you like clasp hands, and then whoever gets to the other side is
Alice
strong.
was actually gonna say this in Sylvan, an arm wrestle.
Yes, exactly that one.
Flowers, do you know how to wrestle?
Hmm?
And again, she's saying that in Sylvan, the like arm wrestle in Sylvan because she doesn't know how to pronounce it in
It's
English.
the
Or common.
So you need to hold the other person's arm, and then you need to push them down. It's a game of who's stronger.
Game?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh.
Alice will set herself up at the end. She'll put her arm out just like.
Wait. Yeah, opposite of her. Wait, so his?
Yes, exactly.
Like
Keep your.
this?
She will be coach for flowers. Just like, okay, so keep your elbow right here, and then you clasp, and then instead of like letting your wrist go back, you have it go forward slightly. So it's like you push.
You want to try and force mine to hit the table.
Exactly.
But I want to get yours to hit the table.
Exactly. And whoever
Ah,
gets it down, that one wins.
okay.
All right. I'm going to be the jury. Okay. So, are you both ready?
Ready?
3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go!
Give me
What
some
was
strength
speed?
checks against
All
each
right.
other.
17.
That is a
So-
12.
Ooh, sorry. As you're wrestling, Alice, you start to like arc. You make a little bit of progress on Flowers. It's you got him on the ropes, arms bending back a little bit. Give me another strength check.
Come
Ooh,
on.
come on, come on, come on, come on, Alice, come on, Alice.
Oh,
Goddamn!
and in one
Damn.
swift motion, you manage to like kind of like twist the wrist a little bit, really finesse like the techniques your older brother showed you that one time, and you manage to just for a moment like tap his hand against the table real quick.
Alright, Alice wins.
Oh, that was. Ooh. Just she'll put her hand out, it's like the shake. That was a good one.
That was impressive. I think I heard the
What?
table like crack a bit. It's a bit scary.
Alice puts both her arms back. Did we? I don't think the father would be very happy if we broke table.
No, no. We
Although
probably shouldn't.
is it made of wood?
Looks like it.
Yeah, table's made of wood.
Although making a replacement wouldn't be that hard.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't think it would be.
we could probably do a replacement, like no sweat at all. But
Mhm.
it would still like, be a lot of work, probably.
Yeah, especially since this one's a pretty big one. I mean, you could just, chop off
I,
the part that's broken and. Yes?
I remember when you had to fix the table that I broke at your place. That was a
Oh,
lot of
that
work.
was fine. Well, I am a very small person, but with Alice here, she can help. She can help a lot with like getting the wood to size because I can't lug around like planks that are that big unless I'm like a bear or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when we booked a table back home. Mom wasn't happy. Dad was proud of us.
That's adorable. But don't worry
Yeah,
about
except for
the
Mom made me
stars.
have to go make it myself.
Aw, but that means you're proficient at making tables.
Not really. I had to bribe one of my brothers to help.
Yeah, fair.
There was like 3 attempts made. Mom saw 3 was like not good enough. Like she had to judge the table. I then had to like
Oh,
I said, bribe one of my brothers to help me. Uh,
Hmm.
to say getting your younger brother to do things is not easy when he's being a spoiled
yeah.
little brat.
I mean, I don't know about any siblings, but just getting other Fae to do anything is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Ah,
So,
so,
did Fate's plan involve Nezrin oversleeping by like an hour? Where is she?
That
uh,
I was literally about to say at this point she would walk in, but instead of unmuting myself, I muted myself.
oh, baby.
Cheers. No, about that point, Nezra would walk in, and she does not look good.
Oh,
Girl looks haggard already. It's like, what a week, huh, Captain? It's Tuesday.
What a
She
week.
she walks in, looks at you all, morning, and goes straight to the kitchen to make some coffee.
Mommy.
Oh, she did not seem very happy.
No.
I don't remember the dream being that sad. Or like, I mean, she was stressed, yes, but
I
Um,
don't think to that point. But then
yeah.
again, I'm also not the best at reading people. So
Dorian will pad in, give you all like a chinge, follow her into the kitchen.
Dorian,
Yes. What is it?
is Nazarene okay?
It's top secret. I shouldn't tell you. It's unless you got something for me. Great.
I'll
Hold on.
post out a thing in a treat like food. Can I bribe you with food?
And it's a lot of food. Got anything else? What? Got more food?
There's more food on the plate here. Yes.
And oh, all right. And he walks over and he'll just take it from her hand.
Damn! Don't take my hands off with the
Oh, I'm not gonna take your hand. No, calm down, girl. I'm taking your hand.
This loyal familiar.
And then he like sits up, grabs like a sausage off her plate, starts eating it. Like a dog, like tilts the head to the side and everything like a dog. Alright.
I'll slice the plate over. Now tell me more before you get more.
It's rude. Oh, she's woke up, quite upset. But, teary-eyed. Didn't want to get out of bed for a bit. Oh, give me more! Give me the sausage!
She slides it over again. There you go.
Hold on. You feed him. You give him his share of treats. I'm going to
Go be
check.
a comfort.
meow.
Mow.
Where the fuck is Nazarene?
Forgot tokens. Don't worry about it. Zoom!
Get the fuck in here!
Zoom! I really hope I'm traumatizing Waylon right now by just
He is
Really
still giving
chowing
the side
down.
eye to that action.
Dorian like looks over at him and just goes, boo. And then keeps eating.
Thanks. Yeah. He's just like shaking his head side to side.
And
Alice
Nezard
just
is
gives him a comforting look of like, it's fine, you're good, you're safe.
Nezard will be making some coffee.
Yeah. Madeline will walk in, sort of clear her throat to announce herself, since she does walk very quietly.
1 second.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to burp and I really didn't want to do it in chat's ear again.
No worries.
Yes? Did you need something?
Well, not really. It's more the question if you need something. Not if you need something. Are you okay? I mean, I don't remember the dream being all that bad.
I think my dream was a little longer than the rest of yours.
Oh, that would explain it. Are you doing okay then?
It's just a lot to handle. All of this.
I mean, yes. And of course, it wasn't, the god of fate and all that. But you do know that we're like here for you as well, right?
I appreciate the sentiment, but I do not wish to burden you with everything going on in my head.
I'm personally with it.
She kind of like looks over his shoulder and raises an eyebrow at you.
It's what's that one idiom called? The burden shared is less.
A burden shared is a burden half,
Exactly that one.
and a joy shared is a joy doubled.
Oh, I did not know that part. That's really sweet. Normally idioms are so dark. It's anyway. Burden shared, burden halved. So she will sort of gesture a bit with her hands. If you want to, we're here. Yeah, I I don't like seeing others upset. It uh, I don't like the concept of suffering for the sake of going along a straight path. It's stupid. Why would you do such a thing to yourself if you can just
She just kind of like watches you as you ramble, waiting for the kettle to boil. She got like her hands folded in front of her, just looking at you.
yes. She will soon like run out of words and just sort of look up back at Nezrin's hands still like fiddling together, folding. So I mean I'm not going to force you to do anything. I just think that I've already said all that. I I'm just going to leave again.
You
If
don't have to.
ears perk up.
You remember the grave that you saw me standing by several weeks ago?
The paladin, right? The one the
Yes.
ghost showed you.
Hmm. Apparently, she's still guiding me, even after all these years. She kind of like reaches up to one of her main eyes and like brushes a little tear away.
Oh, that is very sweet.
It's just like her too. Even in death, she can't let me deal with it on my own.
So now you have, well, a guardian angel and us fucks.
I guess I do.
Don't carry your burdens all alone, Nesrin. She will step a bit closer and hug around her waist.
Nez will wrap one arm around her and gently pat her shoulder.
All right, I'll. Oh, sorry.
This would have been my quest alone if you people hadn't come along.
Haha.
And
We're here to foil the plans of. Or, I mean, not really. Apparently, it's all according to his plan again. But
I would apologize for dragging you into this, but
no,
for
don't.
once I will be selfish. I'm glad you're all
Good.
here.
I'm glad you've dragged us into this. I don't want to think about. I mean, it's good knowing you. I like it.
It is good knowing you as well. You're fucking
Oh my god, she just said we're friends.
We're friends.
Oh my god.
I'm picturing Nezrin just like leaning down and doing that like petting a cat a little bit too hard meme.
I'm putting her in sport mode. No,
Yeah.
I'm not petting her too hard. I'm being very gentle, very nice. I will use my other hand to make some coffee.
Yeah, she will pull back and let you do your thing, but she is there and hovering and making sure you're not alone.
Nezrin doesn't mind.
Hell yeah.
Has a decision been made on what we're doing today yet?
No, we were waiting on you for that.
Oh.
I
You're all
almost
sweet.
spoiled to Wayland that like the whole thing because they didn't want us to say it, right? So, yeah. But yeah, yeah.
Understood. And she will pick up her mug, put it like a hand on Malin's shoulder, and like walk back out to the dining room.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone have any ideas on how we? Excuse me. Sorry.
No worries.
How we get into the Undercity?
We could start with the church's cellar. Or I mean didn't the Opal Estate also? Yeah.
Have a cellar.
Indeed, it did.
So we could either like put some of our things down in the estate or just go straight down here.
Or
Why-
here.
Why don't we try the Opal Estate cellar?
Alright.
If something is still down below the church, I would really rather not accidentally harm the foundations of the church. It is quite old.
Fair enough.
There, yeah.
We are also surrounded by civilians.
That
Oh,
as
hi.
well, soldier. Nez will walk over and scratch Dorian, like, in between his antlers. He'll just like, hello.
Want another sausage?
Do not turn him into a glutton. He'll eat us out of house and home.
No,
He's
they're turning him
poor.
into a ball.
We can just roll him around then.
Roll him around like chucking someone at someone else's feet.
Okay, listen. It wasn't one of my smartest plans.
You think?
Correct. It was, in
Actually,
fact,
one
one
of
of your
the-
dumbest.
I mean,
It wasn't as dumb as eating the blood of Verna.
listen,
You hear
I-
Waylon cough a video.
The fucking robotic cough!
He died.
Oh, give him a minute.
yeah.
Oh, my voice back now?
Mm-mm.
But yeah,
Almost,
it's our deal
almost,
to let
buddy.
him come back.
Listen, if I had known that was the blood of the Verna, I probably would not have done it, even if
You say that.
I. She will look up at him, sort of ears slightly flattened, a bit embarrassed. I do know that her blood is like the reason yellow eyes and stuff.
I While we wait for makeshift internet, I'm sorry, but the only thing I can think of is just that scene from Detroit Become Human, where he puts the fucking blood in his mouth. It's like, Connor, the fuck are you doing?
I know,
There he is. Hey, buddy.
I laughed and immediately saw my video turn red, just like that.
Mm,
Is it good?
Yeah,
you're good.
good.
Okay, let's just keep our hearts crossed and hope that I don't go robotic. I see it turning red.
You're good so far.
You're good.
Okay, as
Tell your sister to
So
quit
Waylon-
downloading porn.
oh my god. So, Waylon says, "The blood of what?"
Right.
Yeah,
Through
that
careful research, and she like looks at everyone else like, do not let it slip. We discovered that what Malin ingested accidentally on purpose might have been the blood of Iverna.
Oh, that's interesting.
oh,
My God, is my internet again?
Yep.
a
Yeah.
bit.
At least we
Yeah.
understood, well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, I honestly didn't think it would affect me like that. Even.
We didn't know what it was at the time. No one can really blame you. If you'd known what it was, there would be no saving you, but you did not, so everything's fine. Should we depart for the Opal Estate soon?
Sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's go.
Whatever
Yes,
fate has in store for me, I guess.
She kind of like looks over at him, makes like not like a oof face, but more of a face. I don't know how to. It's like a. I don't know how to describe it. She just looks at him, makes a face,
You really want to
nods,
say that right now?
nods, just like what? Onward. Then we go to the Opal Estate.
Yeah.
To the Opal Estate.
You do that, going to the Opal
He said
Estate.
the line.
He said the line. He said the line.
Let's see here. Let me just cough real quick.
At some point, I swear I will go through all the VODs and I will like just make a compilation of all of that. You do that.
That's going to be a lot of time spent doing that.
Yeah.
I don't got anything better to do, so.
Let's
Anyways.
see here. Let me send you to the landing page first. So when you make it to the Opal Estate, do you do anything in particular on the upper floors? There's just like a construction crew,
I say hello to
like
the
a few
hamster.
people. You do that.
That's it. That's it. I
Is
just
everyone
say hello to the hamster. Dorian stares at him with hungrious intent.
No.
The hamster stares back with like a JoJo's face, like extremely serious.
God. Turtle's theme starts playing.
The basement.
Anyway, we go down the hole.
We go down the hall into the basement. Somebody's gonna have to show me where the fuck we go.
Let me take a quick look, because I think we've got cellar. Click.
Thank you, Mother,
Let
for sending me a
do
video.
this. Scene. Yeah, I'll send you all to the basement real quick.
Wow, I forgot we had a map for the basement. Not gonna lie.
Wow. Hell yeah.
Ignore the sound of a distant barking dog, because that's just some ambiance. There's a lot of dogs in Pleodorus.
Funnily enough, there actually is barking dogs in the city ambiance I'm using right now.
Lol.
Nice.
Activate.
There is no token in the scene, which gives you visibility in the area.
Yep. Gotta put us
Nice.
down.
Oh.
Thank you.
I got it.
Meow.
Got it.
Alright.
I would say Alice would probably be the last one down because of her big horse body.
Then maneuver yourselves, children.
Yes. So
Look
this
at
is
her.
a.
It's pretty unfinished.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, hold.
Pat, 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 pat the internet.
Yeah.
Oh,
We can almost hear you, man.
oh no.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Nice. I was gonna say, I wonder if one of the dogs is chewing on the internet.
Oof.
I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
you can see this basement is clearly very unfinished, but it is still good stonework for the most part. Bones are there.
Oh yeah.
As in building, like the structure is still good.
I'm going to proceed down the hall and look for uh stuff that goes down.
You proceed down this hall, and you don't see like a pit that goes down, but you do see like a broken wall right over, like on your right as you're going down the hall. And it looks like that leads to some cavern. Like there's like a cave behind that's very dark.
Guys, it looks like there's a cave down here. Maybe that will lead downwards? Oh, that's a safe.
Well, if you want, I can send Dorian ahead and he can find out.
Yeah, maybe that'd be wise.
What do I look like? Your sacrifice? Yes. Fair enough. You know what? I'm just gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna send Dorian into that hole.
Hell yeah.
Word.
And
Does
I
he have
will-
any kind of dark vision?
He should. Nope. Never
Oh,
mind.
he is just blind in there.
I mean, he's not blind. The hyena.
As you send him in there, he makes it. Give me a, I guess like survival check for navigating the dark.
Sure. Not bad. 12.
Every like 5 seconds or so, you hear like what is clearly the sound of his antlers, like scratching like the stone wall. He's like, oh, oops, like bumps into it. But he does go like a pretty good distance without really like. It just seems like it's a cave down here. That it almost seems like this was a carved path of some kind. It doesn't seem particularly natural.
Okay. I will be using the familiar feature to look through his eyes and hear through his ears. Uh, I'd say probably after about 60 feet, I'd tell him to stop, turn around, and come back. And I will relay what I have seen to my party.
You do that, relaying that it seems to be one of the old carved like paths underneath the city. Uh, give me a, I'll say Malin, give me a investigation check since you're standing close to the wall.
Investigation. Hold on. Oh dear lord. It's fine. Nice. 18.
Nice. Although the bricks in front of you, laying on the ground, are pretty old looking, they do seem to be a bit different and older than the bricks of the surrounding building. It seems like this is a cave that just got like kind of covered up with some bricks. Like it might have been integrated into the building as a tunnel. You know, like, ooh, it's drafty down here. Cover it. Throw a blanket over it.
Just out of curiosity, what sort of shit is like up in the vault area over there?
You just see like some dusty old boxes up in the vault right here.
Yeah, okay. So my bad. So carved path seems like something we could explore, maybe?
Anybody got like, what was that spell?
Enlarge
Dance
reduce.
light? I was
Oh,
thinking
light?
dance. Dancing lights, yeah.
I did not take that.
I don't think I have that. I mean, maybe.
Hold on. I actually have a light cantrip.
Yeah, hell
There
yeah.
we go. And she'll be like, "Oh, you mean something like this?" And I will take my sword not out of its sheath, but like I'll take it off of my belt, and I will touch the end of it, and the end of my hilt just lights up.
Glowing
It
bubble.
illuminates your environment nicely.
Yep.
That yeah.
I mean, I've got dark vision, so I'm just gonna go ahead.
All right. I'll stay with the others, and they can use my light.
And I will walk ahead and explore.
I should probably move my finger, not just listen.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go into the
We go.
hole. I don't
In
have
the
a map for
hole.
this.
Yep, don't worry, you won't be needing one.
Good.
You all go into the hole.
Eh.
Once you're in the hole, it's relatively cramped, but tall enough that both Alice and Flowers are able to fit inside of it. You just kind of have to like tip your head to the side a little bit sometimes.
She's more doing hunchback down.
Yeah. And as you're walking through this tunnel, you keep walking for a while, and just based on the way the floor feels, it kind of builds this natural feeling of trust as you're walking through it. Like it's on uneven, bumpy surface that might lead to like a cliff inside of a natural cave. It's just carved and dark. But with that light illuminating the abyss around you, I gotta sneeze.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Ooh. With that light coming from Nesrin's sword illuminating the engulfing darkness around you, you're able to make your way through this little tunnel until eventually you arrive at a junction where your tunnel that you're in crosses a slightly more what seems to be trafficked tunnel. Like it's wider, it's more symmetrical, it's straighter. It looks like this tunnel was hand carved to connect to this one, and this one was probably a bit more air quotes official, a bit more utilized. Once you get to this point, the air is notably a bit damper, though. Uh, and on the walls, you can see kind of like markings here and there, sort of like how you'd see like graffiti in places, like just in like really urban settings. But give me a insight check, everybody who sees like the graffiti, like
I
carvings of graffiti.
inside.
Oh,
I think I hit the right
I
one.
clean
There?
I
that
don't know
20.
shit.
I know fucking everything.
Where
25.
the fuck's
I got
my
a
insight?
27.
There's my
Nice.
insight. No.
Darling.
So, Malin, you instantly recognize what this is, and Alice, you also understand what it is. There's a little bit of thieves' cant written on the wall. Even though it might just seem like graffiti, it is definitely intentionally placed here to identify something. Now, do either of you know thieves' cant?
Nope.
No.
Do I have anything that can make me read? Probably not. No, I don't. I don't know
Goddamn.
anything. I Ubid.
No, Stinky.
So,
I know
as
it's
you're
thieves camp, but can't tell what fuck it is.
As you're looking at it, you do see something that kind of looks like maybe a gem with like a slash over it, which maybe might imply, the Opal estate is vacant, like money not here or something. But it's kind of hard to tell. There's a lot of symbols here and there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I do a sniff check? As in, check, like, how does this side of the tunnel smell versus how
not.
does that side?
Lick anything.
Go
Do not
right ahead.
lick anything. I
You see Malin just like sniff the air, and then they're like, "I have one more test in mind." As they're like facing the wall,
do
and you
not
see
lick
Nezra's
anything.
hand like rest on their shoulder. And they like, get like real serious, and they say that.
Yes, I will absolutely put my hand on her shoulder, lead in. Do not lick anything.
I really don't think the blood of gods is like on the walls of some.
The blood of gods, maybe not, but diseases and rat poop would be. Do not lick anything.
Valen, please. I don't want to have to pick you up and forcefully have your mouth shut.
He will do a quiet grumble, but she will not lick the wall.
Good.
So,
give me a perception check with that sniff.
could I? Actually, no, that's fine. Come on. Oh,
Aw.
12.
Air smells damp.
Sure is wet.
Hmm.
I mean, we could
I don't know.
try. I mean, I don't.
Nazrin,
That's Steve's cat.
can you maybe put your light closer to the ground so I could see like the foot tracks a bit better?
I mean, I could give it a shot, and she'll like turn the sword upside down, and it's a little funky. Uh, uh
I'm what I'm trying to look for a makeshift is which way the footprints are going more. And I mean like are they going left, right, more like
Oh, there's no footprints. When I said trafficked, I meant like it looks a bit larger, like it gets used more. But there is some dirt, like just some various non-cleanliness on the stone, though. It's sure. Give me a perception check to see if you can identify it.
Nice.
Oh, here we go,
Another
baby.
net 20.
Oh my! So you identified two things. One, just because there's like so little dirt around, there's not really any like clear traffic direction. However, you can tell that the wind seems to be blowing it towards your right. You can also just barely make out like a semicircle, kind of like an arc, a smooth shape that breaks the dirt just a little bit. That almost seems like a boot had stepped in it, going in that direction.
He relays this to the group. Right?
Alright, yeah.
The wind is going that way, and
I mean,
she points
worst
at the
case, we
stone.
just go back.
I mean, yeah.
Let's go.
I will follow them.
Oh, hey guys, wait! I think I recognize this. And you see Wayland like squinting at the writing.
You know Thieves' Count?
Well, no, I can't read Thieves' Cant, but I do recognize the craftsmanship, you might say.
Okay.
You see, yeah, like look right here. I used to. He like glances over at Nezrin for a moment, then just like at the group. Roll with this guy, yeah, old partner of mine. I think it might be his drawings, maybe.
Oh,
So,
right.
I mean,
'Cause-
does he live in the city?
I mean, yeah, he would always like. I think the reason I think it's him, he draws like this S shape here, and he like points at an S shape that kind of looks like an 8. I don't know why he drew it all the time. It was just really easy, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it looks like the universal S, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Silent judgment. Alright, so we've got his signature S thing. I mean, do we just follow this path, or do we go to him? Or what sort of work did he do?
You see Waylon like pause uncomfortably. Scouting work.
Is this bitch lying?
Yeah,
Insight.
Maybe.
Can I do an
Give me an
insight?
Insight. Can?
Yeah, go for it.
I don't fucking know.
Oh.
I'm not paying attention. I don't feel great.
Yeah, that's an 18.
God hell.
You can tell that when he said scouting, he probably meant like scoping out a place beforehand, and scouting was just a nice euphemism for they be doing crimes together.
Yeah.
Alice is giving him a squinty eyes look of really lying.
Mm.
Even if it is just a slight differentiation of word, it's still.
So why would he be like down here? Do you know what's down here?
Well, I didn't usually come down here all that often. I didn't live down here much. I sometimes use the tunnels for work, but
You've been down here?
yeah, it's tunnels under Pleiodoris.
She will sort of like throw her hands up. Well, we've got it then. He knows where we're going. D- do we know if we need to go left or right to get like deeper in?
He looks back at the markings on the wall. I'm not certain, but I think we're going the right way.
To the right. Okay, then we go ahead, right?
I guess so.
Let's go.
And he follows you down towards the right side path.
Eh. Alright, we go. Fuck yeah.
Now to navigate, who is currently leading the group?
Probably Maylin.
Wayland?
Or Waylon, yeah.
Wayland or me?
Good point. Waylon probably would be leading the group.
I mean, if you want a survival check, I would be happy to provide that.
It actually is about to be a survival check or an intelligence check.
Eh.
If you want, you can do the survival checks with advantage. Basically, just Wayland helping you
Hell yeah.
is the advantage.
Could I convince you to let me put a guidance on that?
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Good guidance.
24 at advantage. Let's go. Nice. That is a 31.
Wow. You have absolutely no difficulties navigating this space. Let's see here.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, as you're like navigating down here, you do hear like some creepy weird noises in the darkness down like various tunnels. Some tunnels that have like a bad stench coming from them, others have just like a lot of like rot and like mold growing on the edges of them, but you tend to make your way down a relatively safe pass.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And so as you're kind of making your way through things, eventually you start to approach an area that seems like there's some more light being given off than just the light coming from Nezrin's weapon.
Yeah,
You
she
start
will.
to see, and you also like feel your ears pop a few times. So, like you can tell you're going down a little bit.
Yawns then.
Like, yeah, the pressure.
Yeah. She will warn the others when she sees the light getting like brighter in the distance. Like, alright, we're coming up on something, I guess. Yeah, gonna look at it. And I will sneak forward.
You sneak forward. Give me a stealth check on that sneaking forward towards the more well lit area.
19.
19.
I'm very quiet.
Yeah, you're sneaking up towards like you start to see kind of like some crystalline protrusions from the wall of various like like the inside of an amethyst.
Pretty.
Yeah, you got like some gems like that like growing on the walls as you start getting closer inward. And once you make it towards like the mouth of this cavern, uh, you see a pretty noteworthy large cavern in front of you that's lined with a lot of these mildly glowing crystals. Uh, there's a bit of a slope downwards, but you can tell just based on like some more boot marks that it seems like somebody like traverses here pretty often. It's a bit hard to tell in the low light, but it looks like there's some stuff lying around in here.
Yeah, she will motion the others forward to at least the mouth of the cave. And then what sort of stuff is laying around? Like how far into the cavern do I have to get?
Give me a perception check from when you enter the cavern.
Come on, baby.
Ooh.
Jesus, 20.
You can tell there's
30.
like 3 bedrolls on the ground and like some basic cooking stuff.
I think some people camped out here. Can see some bedrolls and cooking stuff. Do I see people anywhere?
Give me a perception check.
Get guidance full.
Guidance.
Get guidance full.
That is a total of 25. Jesus.
As you glance around, you see what looks to be another entrance to the cave, kind of like to the right of your like peripheral vision. It's a bit lower down. It's kind of closer to the camping stuff that you can see. And it looks like standing in the mouth of that cave, or that passage. Looks like there is somebody standing there, like kind of hidden up against the edge of the cave, checking you out.
She will poke her head out of hiding and just do like a little hello, peace sign. We're here with friendly intentions.
You call that out?
Yeah.
After you say that, a bright light shining from that dark area, like, shoots up behind you over your head and, like, sticks to the ceiling. And it seems like somebody cast the light cantrip above you guys. And
Oh,
it
good. I can
very
turn mine
clearly,
off.
yeah, it, like, illuminates your position. And the gemstones above you also glow a bit brighter with the cantrip.
Pretty.
And you hear a voice call out and go, "Yeah, like I believe that for a second."
Oh dear
Oh,
God.
well, is there something we can do to convince you? I have no weapons in my hand.
Yeah, you can
Just
turn
both hands
around
in
and
the air.
go back where you came from.
That's not going to happen.
Kind of unholy business, I guess.
We are on holy business on behalf of the Church of Moras.
Yeah, it's real nice for you. I'm on regular business. So, how about you make this easy and you just turn around? Hey,
That's
wait a
not
second.
happening.
Yeah, I don't care. Who's that back there? And, like, you see, like, like, from that cave opening, you see, like, the person kind of lean out a bit further. And you see, like, you hear behind you, Wayland goes, "Oh, no shit. Is that actually you? Jacob? Huh, I'll be damned." And like the figure just like walks out into the open. Wayland, it's been a while. How you been? And standing there like down at the the cave entrance, they like cast a light on themselves so you can see them a bit more clearly. You see a pretty ordinary looking dude in like some thieves' clothing, typical like grayed out clothes, hood on, boots. Probably also just kind of built to keep themselves dry in this environment. You don't call, you don't write. Uh, yeah, I wouldn't do that with a former business partner. I'm just busting your balls, kid. Dude, I'm older than you. Fucking. And Waylon, like, starts walking down towards him. And once he, like, walks a bit closer, they're, like, chatting about something. Anybody else who walks down with him, uh, you can go down to chat with them.
I will, because I don't
Yes.
trust this little shit.
Yeah, I'm keeping
Yeah.
a bit of a distance to the both of them to not intrude, but yeah.
I'm having Dorian patrol, see if there's anything else I should be worried about.
Gotcha. And as you can hear them just kind of like vaguely catching up on like what they've been up to recently, stuff they own now, uh, any recent jobs they've done. Uh, you can tell that this Jacob figure, he's kind of keeping things vague around all of you because he doesn't know you. But yeah, seems like just some common chit chat between the two. Waylon seems to know him pretty well.
Hmm. I don't trust this. Does anybody have detect thoughts?
I
think
don't
there's way
think
too much
so.
people here.
That would be something for
No.
me to get next time. Got it. Alright, well,
Yeah.
fuck.
So
Motherfucker. Wait, what?
motherfucker. After they're done catching up for a bit, I'm just gonna like step forward. So you're you live here? I guess?
Oh, well, kinda. It's more of a staging area, I guess. Nobody collects your
Okay.
taxes when you're down here, if that's what you're asking.
No. I don't really glances at Nathan. I don't really care for taxes or anything like that. It's more not my thing. Anyway,
He smiles at you and just goes and like points and goes, "I like you."
double thumbs up with the kind of like awkward smile. Sure.
Ezra just kind of rolls her eyes beneath the veil.
Taxes are theft.
Taxes are a way for people to help pay for things the city needs.
Yeah.
Anyway,
With all due respect, can we not argue about that right now? We have other things to do.
yeah, we're
We are wandering around a cave.
we're fated to be here. So
I'm going to smack the fucking cat! My arm just shoots out, taps Maylin on the shoulder. Not funny.
yeah, funny. Anyway, um, we're here to look for the thing. Looks at Mail yeah, Nezrin.
We are just passing through.
Exactly. We need to go down. I think.
Underneath the city. Nothing to do with you.
Yeah, well, looks like you got yourself a new crew, Wayland. Hey, nothing personal, but this really is just a job, okay? Yeah, I know. Yeah, so what you looking for?
I'm gonna be real honest, man. I don't remember how to answer this. I'm a little tired. How should I answer this, DM, please?
You are looking to find a path deeper into the caverns, like down to the bottom.
Thank you. We are looking just find a path deeper into the caverns. That's all.
Alright, might get dangerous down there and you get yourself killed. well, don't blame me.
Why
I
would we?
don't think we're.
Do you take everything personally?
Hey, I'm not saying personally, I'm saying it's dangerous down there.
We're aware. Why would we blame you?
Because I'm about to show you the path down. See this marking on the wall? He turns and just like points at the edge of the cave door, shines a light on it. When you see this symbol here, and he points to like a little star with like a diagonal line going through it, that means pathway deeper down. I mean, I've only gone a little bit deeper myself, but those are the paths I can confirm go a bit deeper. After that, like, I don't know. I like to call them layers, I guess. Yeah, 2 layers deeper. I stop exploring. Too much wild stuff I've glanced at down there and ran for my life.
Wild
Any
stuff.
descriptors?
Anything specific we should prepare for?
Uh, imagine some massive creatures that you've never seen before, like an octopus, but like you got struck by lightning or something, or cooked in an oven and popped open, but can still move.
Like stand, like
I don't know, it moved around really weirdly. That was the one time I ever saw that, and I never went deeper after it. Ooh. Oh, and plenty of undead, although the ghosts don't seem to like the, and he like knocks on some of the crystals next to him. These things here.
Hmm.
So cursed shit. Got it.
yeah. I mean, is there any of these crystals just laying around? I'm gonna look around.
Laying around? I don't know. I wouldn't touch them if you see them like that.
Why not?
Because you shouldn't go touching weird looking abominations laying on the ground.
She was talking about the crystals, not
Yeah.
an abomination.
Oh, uh, I mean, they're growing out of the ground. If you can pry them out, go for it.
Please don't
Uh,
do that.
yeah, we'll just see if the ghosts come. We can try and go near one of these patches.
Oh, I should warn you about one thing, though. I think there's a rival gang somewhere nearby. Well, relatively speaking, nearby. But I think they might be the ones responsible for a few break-ins that have been going on. The high-profile ones. I'm sure you've heard about them. He like points at Wayland. Yeah, we've heard about them.
Oh, they're in for some trouble. I hope not, but. Well, we'll have an eye out for them, I guess. We'll just go down now.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Thanks.
I
Does a
don't like
salute.
this man.
He's a
Yeah.
shallow thief.
Something feels off.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna steal from us?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Do you
like this.
walk past him and go into that cave opening?
Yeah.
Yes. I would like to keep my eye on him the whole time.
Gotcha.
And I
He
want
keeps
Dorian
his-
to be behind me also watching him.
He keeps his hand to himself, but he does have kind of a cheeky smile that very obviously seems to have a message of like, if not like, good luck, hope you stub your toes. It's like, it's a smile of like, I'ma just loot you guys after you get killed, kind of a smile. Like, it's clear like this is not a smile at me situation, dude. I'm going into danger. You
Alice
know?
is going to give him the stare down and then walk by while still staring at him. Just
DM people.
Yeah.
I am tired, so I apologize if this is a stupid question.
No worries.
If I don't do it as a ritual, how long does it take to cast Detect Magic?
If you don't do it as a ritual,
Yeah.
good question.
Is it still 10 minutes?
Detect magic?
Mm-hmm.
That should be an action.
Cool. I'm not gonna use a ritual. I'm gonna cast this shit.
Yep.
I'm detecting that
Yeah.
fucking magic. Something
Word.
feels fishy. I'll need to place a measure template. I want to see if this bitch is using any illusion magic or divination.
Do you want to try and do that without him knowing you're doing it?
Yes.
Gotcha. Give me a stealth check.
And I can't use guidance on this one, please, for the love of God. Yeah, and I can't ask Malin for guidance either. Oh, please, please, please.
Oh yeah, you've got it.
Dirty
20.
20.
Fuck
Dirty
yeah.
20.
20.
You
I've done
subtly
this before,
cast detect magic,
Mm-hmm.
and when you look at him, it is like a hole punch. He is like null. You don't get like even a commoner would have like little
Oh,
wispy bits of
no.
magic. He's like a zero magic is coming off of him somehow.
Hmm.
We don't know what this means. It's fine.
I know we don't know what this means.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Cool. Great. That's concerning. I'm not telling the cat. I could tell Soldier.
Yeah,
but I also don't want to tell Soldier because if I tell Soldier, he might just turn around and whack him.
Malin is already out
Yeah.
the door.
All
Gone.
right, Alice. Guess what? Beep beep. Incoming message.
uh,
Alice. Keep quiet. That man has no magic at all. Not even the common wisps. And do you look back at Nezrin?
she will give you a glance. Yeah. Well,
And she's just walking, keeping a straight face.
Alice can respond to you, right?
Yes, you can.
She is going to say, "I'm going to assume that's not normal."
Nezrin just
And it's
looks at her
worrying.
and shakes her head twice.
This isn't going to attack, but she is going to have a hand on her axe a bit better, tightly.
Okay.
Considering we're just one of those going to be fucked to the head.
Just. But she is also going to keep an eye as she walks by. Like I said, she is staring the man down as she's walking by.
Mm-hmm.
And once we get away, she is still glancing at her back, just.
He's not following us, is he?
Nope, he's just standing
Okay.
at the cave entrance.
All right. I'm going to instruct Dorian to keep an eye on my back and just continue walking.
You do that.
Malin.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Alice is gonna. Malin, may I ask a small favor?
Of course, yes.
Either on Soldier or my back, could you keep an eye?
Oh,
Backwards?
just backwards? I mean, sure,
Mhm.
yes.
Whichever one you're comfortable with. It's just.
I think Soldier. Would you be okay? I bet Soldier.
Of course.
And she will hop up onto Soldier's shoulder and keep an eye on their 6. Yeah. Which means Wayland, lead the way.
Nice.
Waylon,
He does that.
lead the way.
And as you travel into the unknown darkness with Wayland at the lead, I'm going to end the session there.
Hey.
Hey, nice.
Nice. I am I'm really sorry. I got shit sleep. I'm so tired. Somebody else do the
No
outro,
worries.
please.
You're good. I gotcha. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining us here in Untold Realms. With that, let's have everybody show their stuff. Starting with the left-hand side of the screen that I'm looking at. Yasha.
Oh, hello, Yasha the Panda, Twitch, Twitter, Blue Sky. I usually only stream Saturdays, 6 p.m. Germany, 5 p.m. Germany time, but I also run a D&D session on this channel on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Germany time. That's about it.
Yeah.
Nice. And Kitty.
That's Kitty or Kibby42 on Blue Sky Twitter. I do art. Commission me or not is fine. So it's totally fine. I play with these fucks in D&D and also in Warframe because that is the only game we're currently playing. Motherfucker, it's got us by the balls. Anyway, Brian.
I'm Greenbrier. I got YouTube. I got Twitter. I got Twitch. Please follow me. I'm tired.
Angels isn't here, so I'm just gonna go next. Purple Rose VA and audio on YouTube and Twitch. I also have Blue Sky and Twitter. I'm streaming. I do stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Nice. And I am the guy who the only thing I do is this channel. That's all.
What
We are.
about the lore video makeshift?
Mhm.
Yeah, makeshift. What about the lore video?
What about the lore video?
Don't worry, I'm working on it.
The
I'll try
thumbnail
and
is finished, makeshift.
I'll try and work on it some tomorrow. But anyway, with that, thank you everybody so much for watching and have a great night, everybody. Bye bye.
Night night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.